Hi everyone. It is June 7th, Saturday morning at about 10:45, and I hope you will indulge me these few minutes because if you do, you just might change your trading life. I am Bagger Don at StockMarketCaddy.com, CADDIE. What we do at Stock Market Caddy is very, very different than everyone else. Everyone else is telling you, by the way, that's Abby in the background. Very happy puppy. She's getting the pool time this afternoon. Everyone wants to tell you what to think, how to think, what to trade. Specifically, we don't do that. Nope. We show you how we go about trading, give you the education, and we give you the tools to do what? Learn to trade your own game. Your own game. Take responsibility for your own capital, your own time, your own risk tolerance, and accept the outcome. Not everyone is prepared to do that. If you are, I want to share with you this particular tool and look back just the last few weeks of what could or might have been. This is SMC, Stock Market Caddy, the Swing Machine Plus. Now this can't be trickery or tomfoolery. It is what it is. The VIX on a daily basis went short 18 days ago, signaling to our members, would have been signaling to you, that despite the feud between Donald Trump and Elon Musk and anything else that might be coming down the pike, that the market wasn't that concerned. In fact, the ES futures contract, the ES is the S&P 500. It went long 22 days ago. 22 days ago. It did so at 56.52 at 5 p.m. on May 7th. The difference between the entry price and where we are now at 60.10, 6.33%. But because this is a futures contract and it's leveraged, when you get a 6% return, you make quite a bit of money. One mini contract, $17,737. If you had used a micro, $1,770, thereabouts. If you had used 10 minis, $177,000. The trend is solidly up, and on the greed and fear meter, we still could go much higher. The NASDAQ, 25 days ago, just a little over 3 weeks ago, one mini, $31,000. A micro, $3,100. 10 minis, 310 grand. The Dow, 19, 1580. The Russell, 19 days, 1660. How about gold? 103 days ago, back on January 9th, one mini contract. Yes, the position has generated a 20% difference between the entry price and where we are, but because it's leveraged, one mini is $57,000. If you had put 10 minis, $570,000. Silver, 12 days, $12,465. Oil, $1,200. Bitcoin, yes, Bitcoin. Futures contract, 32 days ago, long at 95,000. Yes, it's up 10% on the signal, but because it's leveraged, 48,000 plus. And then Ethereum, 20 days, same thing, 6,600. Now, if you're asking yourself, why? Why am I not getting these trades? Well, one, are you a member to Stock Market Caddy? Two, do you have these tools on your desktop? And are you prepared? And if you're not, or you're following someone else, are you following any kind of a discipline? Is your trading machined? Are you prepared to follow a machine? Or are you going to make decisions based purely on the money? For if you are following into the trap laid by Wall Street and Madison Avenue. When you start making decisions on the money, which is what they want, you make decisions on fear and greed, and you will lose. And they know that. They know that. They count on it. They bank on it. We're all about machine trading, robot-assisted trading. Now, we're not suggesting that you can merely plug in a robot and it's not going to automatically print you money. That's not going to be the case. At times, it certainly feels that way, and at times it can certainly do that. But you do need to learn to trade and to get those emotions out of your trading. It's called a quiet trading skill. In much the same way that a surgeon must have acquired surgical skills. A race car driver, acquired driving skills. A pilot, acquired flying skills. Do you acquired trading skill? Are you prepared to commit the time, the capital, the discipline, the patience to get that? If not, no problem. Have a wonderful summer, have a wonderful life, no problem. But if you're ready to get underway, we're ready to work just as hard as you, putting you through, or you putting yourself through what we call the Q School, and to send you many of our programs, giving you the chance to work with these tools and answer the question, do I have any acquired trading skill? Where am I? How much more do I need to learn? How much more do I need to practice? And how do these tools work? I'm going to be with you for 3+ weeks. These tools are going to be on your desktop. You're going to be able to ask me questions from day to day to day. And I'm fine with that. Because in the end, I want you to make the very best decision for you. At the end of your Q School period, you get to decide, yeah, no, this isn't something I want to do, Don. Or, hopefully, yes, this is something I want to do, Don, and I'm going to become an annual member and have these tools on my desktop for 1 year, hopefully for the rest of my life, and trade the money flow, extracting cash flow, and doing it on a disciplined, patient basis. Trump, Musk, the Fed, this guy, that guy, there's always going to be news stories, narratives. And they may appear, and maybe they do, push the market one way and push the market the other way. Is that what you're going to do with your hard-earned money, your retirement? Let the market push you around? Or do you want to take control over this part of your life? We're ready when you are. Be sure to visit Stock Market Caddy, CADDIE.com, and you're welcome to call me any day, including weekends, at 813-758-8263. Have a great weekend. Have a great week.